Hey, Martin H. Hey, Real Cygnus. Good to have you here. We've got Nathan Oakley put out one the other day, 3 days ago, and still is a dumb motherfucker. Dumb as shit. So let's watch.
17 tour vacuum around it in the black area that they claim is around that garbage nonsense that you believe in. It's a violation of natural law. Nothing you've said overcame that.
No, it's not.
I'm sitting here.
What natural law is that against, Nathan? What natural law does that violate?
And I pull out my phone, and where's it gone? And my phone tells me the air pressure on my desk is 1,002 hectopascals, 1,002.1. I lift my phone up and I touch it to the ceiling, and it's 1,001.9. So it's dropped a couple of fractions of a hectopascal floor to
Right, with no barrier. No barrier.
ceiling. It does this all the time. Doesn't matter what the weather is, whether it's hot or cold. There's a pressure difference between the floor and the ceiling in my room. Same outside. Doesn't matter if it's windy or if I'm in the sun or whatever. There's this pressure gradient. Why don't I have this constant upwards flow of gas from the floor to the ceiling caused by the second law of thermodynamics?
He appealed to raising his phone up.
Yeah, why didn't he have that rush? I mean, it's lower pressure up higher, so the high pressure has to go to the low pressure, right? So there should be a rush of air moving up all times. And listen to this dipshit making up fallacies.
Ceiling caused by the second law of thermodynamics.
He appealed to raising his phone up.
Appealed to raising his phone up. That's not a fallacy, moron.
That was with respect to a horizontal plane of reference. He thinks he lives on a sphere.
No, it's vertical.
Stop
Yeah, we do. We all live on a sphere, dummy.
using the word
It was up to vertical.
He's chanting through you. What he's pointing out is that in order for you to describe up on a globe isn't possible because you have no horizontal plane of reference to have an up.
You don't need a
in the
you don't need a horizontal plane of reference, dummy. Look, watch. See, that direction's up. There's no horizontal plane of reference needed, man. None.
vertical perpendicular to it. Now, as he's obviously got his mic wide open, we're just waiting for his turn to talk. Standard rank.
Yeah, vertical is up. Vertical is this way. You don't need anything this way to tell you that this way is up.
Can file more on globally. They're just thinking that it's his invitation to talk when he's being educated about his dumbass assertion.
Being educated. My God, he thinks he educates people. Okay.
Of up, perpendicular to a horizontal plane of reference for his phone to give him an altitude, to tell him how up from.
No, there was no perpendicular frame of reference, moron. That's you lying and making stuff up.
From a flat plane it is.
Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. It turns out one of the fastest growing segments of people signing up for Mint are people.
I'm an idiot that still believes in the same old bullshit. I mean, he hasn't gotten smarter one little bit, has he? Sad. I mean, it's pretty sad, you know? Pretty pathetic.
He's appealing to Delta X.
Yeah, the question shouldn't be, why do I have this thing as a result of pressure?
I've already appealed to him once.
We have the thing that results in pressure because of gravity, moron. Gravity.
His first example was differentials, presumably with the Bernoulli effect within a contained system that already had gas pressure, and now
No, we have atmospheric pressure. Gas pressure is inside gas bottles. We don't live in a gas bottle, Nathan. Sorry.
He's attempted it for a second time. Maybe he thought a second crack of the whip for something I've specifically asked him. Now he's going to interrupt. He's detected that there's something embarrassing coming his way when he's already asked, like the one-trick pony he is, to not do this. Yeah.
One-trick pony? My, aren't we a projecting hypocrite?
So why do I have a gas pressure gradient? Well, you first have to have a gas.
Well, you have atmospheric pressure. You have an atmospheric pressure gradient, which is a result of gravity. We've explained this to you many times, Nathan. Why aren't you smart enough to understand it?
Pressure to have gas pressure gradients. You'd need containment. And there's the second interruption from a fundamentalist religious zealot having his ignorance and second attempt to appeal to already in existent gas pressure that will develop a secondary cycle to give us gradients. Yeah, all of these require containment in the first instance. What you have done in a fallacious manner is appeal to delta X rather than answering or rebutting the...
Appeal to delta X? How do you appeal to a change in pressure? How do you appeal to a change in pressure? That's the whole argument, Nathan, is there's a change in pressure that you can't account for.
Actual fact of the matter, that to have the gas pressure to develop a gas pressure gradient, for you to appeal to me to answer why we have a gas pressure gradient, that's a...
Right, yes, gravity. Nothing else will give you the gradient.
Delta of gas pressure, when I've already told you not to do that, just seems like some arsehole who doesn't really listen and has only got one trick up his sleeve to appeal to an argument that already takes place with an existing gas pressure that would require containment. So you...
Hey, Charlie.
Your appeal to delta X gas pressure gradients fails miserably. By the way...
No, you just fail to understand physics, Nathan. You reject anything that has to do with science that debunks your model, and you're a butthurt little fuck.
Shockingly, this might... I've got something to summarise after your loss. That wasn't an invitation for you to start yammering.
Loss? Wow. Okay.
After your pathetic, fallacious attempt to try and get one over on me with Delta X. After I've absolutely ripped you a new asshole, I'm going to make a further point to you that...
When did that happen, Nathan? When did that happen?
Guy who now thinks it's an invitation to talk? No, Mr. Ignorant. You've already been told now twice, don't do that. So I'm telling you off. The first time was a warning. Now I'm having to tell you off. Listen to...
Oh, a warning from a pussy. That's got to be scary.
To me, one-trick pony. Don't appeal to Delta X. In order...
Why? It's a provable fact. It's proven that we have a gradient atmospheric pressure, Nathan. Why do you not want to appeal to that? It's like if you're discussing 2 + 2, appealing to plus is what you're talking about, or appealing to 2. No, actually, it'd be appealing to plus. That's how ridiculous your argument is.
In order to have gas pressure in the first place, you need containment.
So prove to me that you can add 2 + 2 without adding 2 + 2. Fucking idiot.
For you in a sky vacuum, you'd have a volume, and there he goes again. He doesn't like it. He's belligerent, in spite of his demonstrated ignorance.
Again, project much, Nathan?
And despite of his rebellion against affirmed and understood facts that he won't appeal to Delta X after his first airplane wing attempt.
No, they're not facts, Nathan. They're shit you made up. You're making this up.
No, mate, you're stupid and belligerent. You're getting told off by a flat earther. Does this come as a shock?
No, well, getting told off. Yeah, getting told off by a flat earther is like getting barked at by a chihuahua. Didn't really do anything.
Does it? When you appeal to Delta X like you're smart, telling me that you've raised up your phone? No, mate, it's not my first rodeo, and you're going to be shocked by this. That was not an original argument.
So, it's an argument. What do you call your 10 talking points, Nathan? Your housekeeping. Are those new? You hypocritical little coward.
Believe it or not, I have heard other complete idiots appeal to Delta X for a gas pressure gradient. No.
And you've been in denial ever since. So you're in denial, Nathan. So your scam, your grift, relies on people believing you. And you're just not believable. You have no credibility.
No less than 1,000 times. So perhaps you thought you were smart. Perhaps you thought you were original. You're
Yep, YouTube hasn't caught Clint yet.
not. You are standard rank and file globe believer who feels that this might also be an invitation for you to talk. No, you're getting told off, son. Next
Son? How old are you? 30?
time, for the third time, don't appeal to Delta X.
Why? Why? When you're talking about a gradient pressure system, you pretty much have to appeal to a change in pressure. You fucking idiot.
When the volume of your sky vacuum is described in natural law as an area gas would fill,
Okay, then why hasn't it, Nathan? Why hasn't the area filled inside your container? Why is there no air up there and no container? Why? Why, Nathan?
prior to
See, your own atmoplane defies the laws of physics. That should raise a red flag.
us being able to develop a pressurized system, for you to then appeal to the delta of that gas pressurized system in containment.
No, it's gravity, Nathan. We don't need a container. We have gravity that holds air to the earth because air has mass. Cavendish confirmed that mass attracts mass. The earth is a big mass. Air is teeny little masses, and they're attracted to the bigger mass. It's simple grade school science, man. Learn it.
Now I've finished, you may respond after getting my goat up. Idiot.
Cool. So I guess I've got a
Also,
question. What is Delta X that we're talking about here?
Jesus Christ. Holy shit. A 9-minute video, and he's got 2 advertisement breaks. No wonder he tries to charge $5,000 to debate him. He's broke. He's poor.
Are you having me on? Gas pressure
No.
and
no.
gas
Oh,
pressure.
Delta P.
Oh, maybe if you keep talking through me having to answer your stupid, ignorant question that doesn't know the difference between the principal factor, which is gas pressure, and a delta of that principle, which is a gas pressure gradient.
Yeah, that's what gradient gas pressure is. That's what we measure, Nathan. We measure it. We don't make it up. It's measured. He just measured it for you by lifting his phone up. That's delta X. That's a change in pressure. A constant change in pressure as you rise in altitude. Impossible on a flat Earth.
First, that's
Yes.
before the delta, as he starts talking again, of course. He's an idiot. No, you're being educated, Dumbo. Can you shut your mouth?
No, he's not. You're a dumbass. You couldn't educate anything, Nathan. You couldn't teach a rock how to drop. You couldn't teach a rock how to hit the ground, Nathan. You're a shitty educator. You don't know anything.
You asked, I'm answering you. The reason I'm having to answer you is because you're ignorant. Now, when you're ignorant, that means
Now, the reason you're having to answer for him is because you won't let him answer himself, Nathan. You interrupt him constantly. You fundy mute him and everybody.
shut your bleeding mouth, open your friggin' ears, and listen to the answer to the question you just asked. Otherwise, you'll be removed because you're getting my blood pressure too high.
Getting your blood pressure too high, Nathan. You probably should settle down then. Learn some physics and rethink your priorities.
You're irritating. You're a standard moron who irritates me with your stupidity, your questions that you should
So does that make you an extraordinary moron?
know the answers to, given you're arguing this stuff
Oh,
with
what a sad
Delta
little
X.
man.
First, gas pressure. That requires the antecedent of containment.
No, it doesn't, Nathan. It's gravity. See, you haven't proven your antecedent.
For you to press on, there.
No, you don't need a container to press on to have pressure, Nathan. You don't. You just don't. If that was true, there'd be more pressure inside houses than there is outside. because the walls are in closer proximity, giving faster collisions off the surface. See, that's what would happen if what you think is correct.
Then, and only then, do you have the delta of gas pressure, which is a gas pressure gradient.
Say,
Right, because gravity affects things more closer to it and less further from it. And when you get all these gas molecules clumped together on the surface of the Earth, there's more gravity at the bottom than there is at the top, so it just tapers off. That's how it works, Nathan.
Also, when he appealed to raising his phone up, that was with respect to a horizontal plane of reference.
Again, no, it wasn't, dumb shit. No, it wasn't. Like I said, this is a plumb bob. Where's the horizontal? There's no horizontal plane of reference. None. None needed. You can hang this plumb bob over a cliff face like this. You're still going to hang down, buddy. Still going to show you where up is.
He thinks he lives on a sphere.
No, it was vertical.
Stop using the word.
It was up to vertical.
He's chanting through you. What he's pointing out is that in order for you to describe up on a globe isn't possible because you have no horizontal plane of reference to have an up in the vertical.
You don't need a horizontal plane of reference to describe up, Nathan. It's that way. You know how I know it's that way? Because my ears tell me I'm standing upright, and it's that way. It's the opposite of down. You know, when you drop something and it falls, that's down. The opposite direction of that is up. You're really not smart, are you?
Perpendicular to it. Now, as he's obviously got his mic wide open, we're just waiting for his turn to talk. Standard rank and file moron globe believer.
Now, to get a horizontal plane, you have to presuppose a horizontal plane. You got to do that. But for vertical, no, just plumb bob or a brain that works right.
Thinking that it's his invitation to talk when he's being educated about his dumbass assertion of up, perpendicular to a horizontal plane of reference for his phone.
Here, hold on. Let me see something here. What is up? Meaning of what is up? No, I don't want slang meanings. How do we determine up? We determine up. On Earth, we usually know which way is up because the body's vestibular system keeps our brains informed. Sensors in the inner ear sense the pull of gravity, and they signal the brain with the information about our body's orientation. See, that's how it works, Nathan. You see the word horizontal plane anywhere in here? I don't. Maybe your lying eyes will.
Phone to give him an altitude to tell him how up from a flat plane it is. Now, while I go on, thank you, John, by the way, cool, very cool, back on track. While I go on to utilize your example of raising in elevation with respect to sea level, that's a horizontal plane of reference, a measure.
No, it's not. Sea level is not a horizontal plane of reference. Sorry. Sea level is a specific distance or an average distance away from the center of the Earth, which is a sphere. So.
Flat Earth.
And level is parallel to the curvature of that Earth's surface. So you haven't learned anything in, what, 10 years? Holy crap, man. You'd still be in the 7th grade, dude. You'd still be in the 6th or 7th grade, man. No shit. 10 years, 4 years in high school. You'd still be in the 4th grade. Man, I'd be ashamed.
For you to give how high your phone was, to then tell me about how Delta X will somehow solve a sky vacuum violation of natural law. No,
No, it's not a violation of natural law. You don't understand what the law of thermodynamics is, Nathan. Look up the law of thermodynamics and tell me where the word gas is. Do that, Nathan.
Delta X was crap. We've heard it 1,000 times. It does not in any way overcome the fact you need a container for gas pressure. The fact that
And again, you don't. You just don't.
volumes of areas of your sky vacuum would be where the gas would all be, and we'd all be dead. Nothing you've said has overcome that, or is it in any way original?
Sky vacuum. Tell us you're dumber than dog shit without saying the words, Nathan. Go ahead. Say it again.
And we'd all be dead. Nothing you've said has overcome that, or is it in any way original? Meanwhile, what you did have in your example was a flat earth proof. When you gave
No, he didn't. No, he didn't give you flat earth proof. Sorry, buddy.
the height of your phone, the height was with respect to sea level.
No, the height was in respect to where he is in the room. Has nothing to do with sea level. No. See, I'm 500 yards from the ocean, nowhere near the water, and I can still give you a height of my phone. And that's based on barometric pressure. So, sea level has nothing to do with it.
A flat earth only declaration. So you proved the flat earth when you gave us the height of your phone.
God, what a dumbass. Holy crap. What a absolute moron. Jesus. We live in the age of the Jetsons, and this dummy still thinks like Fred Flintstone. Matter of fact, I don't think he's as smart as Fred Flintstone. So, this is a mouse. Let me unhide that. Put that over here. Mouse needs to be in the right place. This is talking about, it's called Red's Rhetoric Runs Away Again. So, enjoy.
Is that fine? You want to show the splash? Yeah. Okay. Let's get to where the splash is, because I mean we don't need to see the whole thing falling the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is quadrupling down on his lie. Actually quintupling down on his lie. He just re-released his original lie video of 11 frames, which was the quadrupling of it. Now this is the quintupling of it. He's so proud of being a dishonest sack of shit, isn't he?
Get about
you.
Okay.
Pythagoras said that the sphere was the most perfect shape and blah, blah, blah.
Right. You cannot get any more perfect than a sphere. You can't get anything. And he didn't say it's the most perfect. I believe he said something most economical, most efficient of the shapes. See, you can take other shapes and mush them down into a sphere, and they won't go any smaller. They won't go any more efficient. Tell us you don't understand physics or geometry without saying the words. But then this is coming from this guy.
But I'm just a dumb flirter. I wouldn't know anything.
Nature completely disagrees with him and prefers.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
The hexagon. I just wanted to put that out.
No, nature produces hexagons, but it doesn't make the hexagon the most efficient shape. You're dumb.
You take coconut oil. If you take coconut oil and freeze it, it'll form into little hexagonal columns even.
Right. If you take water and freeze it, you get cubes.
Just like a beehive. Things always want to form into that, man. Lava.
Now, see, there's a difference between a efficient shape and a stackable shape. See, hexagons are stackable. You can fit more hexagons into an area, but a sphere is the most economical shape, the most efficient shape. See, you're not smart enough to understand that shit. That's sad, man. That's really sad. I have to fix something here for a second. There we go. That's better.
So Pythagoras was wrong.
No, he wasn't. You're stupid.
But I'm just a dumb flirter. I wouldn't know anything.
Okay, let's watch this quickly. Can you see it's falling?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Poof!
Poof.
You saw that?
I did.
Okay, and what exactly?
It's got to be the one that he edited. He took the frames out of, and he admits he took the frames out, and then he admitted then he said he didn't, and then he admitted he did, and then he said he didn't, then he admitted he did. Now what is this? Admitting that you didn't or did, Flatzoid? Which is it? Oh, mouse moved. Sorry.
How's that supposed to prove?
If you pause it before it hits, you can hit the full stop button on your computer to make it go step frame by frame.
Actually, let me let's find his video, because that's the source. Popular. Is that it?
Score hot deals at Michael's with summer faves starting at just $1.99.
Yeah, sorry guys, I don't make enough money to get Premiere. Had it on all my other channels, but can't afford it now. So we're just gonna skip forward.
Look how fast they're back.
Landing burn.
I don't think this is the one.
Darren, there it is. There it is. Oh, here it's going.
No, this isn't the right one. All right, let me see. That was one of the first that he did, I believe. No. Is it this one? Yeah, there it is.
Whoa.
So the contention is try and stop it. No, that's not it. See, what Flatzoid did is he took out 11 frames. See, it was far enough away that when it got to the horizon, right there was 11 frames between that and the strike. What Flatzoid did is he deleted all these frames. He deleted these and just went from just before it got to the horizon to this, just to dishonestly say that, oh, he was just taking the refraction out of it. So he was trying to make it seem like, oh, the Earth isn't curved because it didn't take any time at all to hit the horizon and make the splash.
Whoa.
On the right, what do you mean? That's the J. I don't understand what you're saying. On the right. What's on the right? So let's see. Where did Flatzo's video go? Did I? Oh, there it is.
Now I've got something even better than that.
Uh-huh.
So it was about 6 clicks from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, see, he took frames out. This is the edited version, I believe. Or is it? No, this is Red's original.
Oof.
But this isn't your 11 frames version of it there, Flatzoid. This isn't the edited version. See, you're showing the original.
Poof.
You saw that?
I did.
Okay, and what?
Oh, okay. Okay, I get you.
What exactly? How's that supposed to prove?
See, I mean, Red's proved he was dishonest about it. What we can do is, man, that'll take too much time.
If you pause it before it hits, you can hit the full stop button on your computer to make it go step frame by frame.
Now I've got something even better than that. I've got an actual video analysis of it.
Here's the thing I wonder about these is you see these things come back through the atmosphere, right? And they're gaining so much friction that there's fire and they're burning and this thing is incredibly hot. Yet when it hits the water, there's no fucking steam.
Mm-hmm.
Where's this?
Are you retarded? Are you retarded?
Steam. Where's the what I mean, if I can heat up a pan glowing red hot and go to that same period of time and then stick it in water, it's going to make freaking steam. It's going to react to the water. Yet these capsules don't seem to react to the water after being just, almost molten hot.
Yeah. Just want to say thank you, Roger, for $2 super chat. He says, "Go, Luca! It's your time to shine." Ooh, great. Okay, but before we go on before we do the video analysis, how exactly what we did watch though? How does that prove a globe?
Well, it disappeared for a few frames. And
so
yeah, it would have immediately splashed as soon as it touched the horizon. As soon as it got to the water, it would have made a splash if the Earth is flat.
we saw the foot, and then we saw the splash.
So it went into an inferior mirage.
No, it went.
No, well, first it went into a mirage, and then it hit the water beyond the horizon that you couldn't see. That's what happened.
Below, it went over the curve. That's why it disappeared.
And then back? It jumped over the curve and then came back? Is that what you're saying?
No.
What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about, hillbilly?
I saw the splash.
No, it went into the inferior mirage.
No.
No, it went through the inferior mirage that was over the water's surface and then hit on the other side of the horizon. See, he just still doesn't get it. Still a dishonest sack of shit, isn't he?
Yeah, yes. Okay.
No,
this is my video. This is the one where I have all the analysis on it. Okay. Before we get to the analysis, let's quickly get to the first part because they say it's not in my original. That's what we just saw on Reds, correct?
Can you go frame by frame?
Okay.
Just before it hits.
Poof. But that's what we saw on Reds now, correct?
Go hit.
What's it frame by frame, Flatzoid?
How are we going to do that? That's 5 seconds.
Period and comma key, dipshit. Learn it.
For 5 seconds.
Like a full stop. If you go back 5 seconds or something, you can hit the full stop
there we
button,
go.
And that would go frame by frame.
Okay, so go
and
back.
the other side, I think the comma button for the reverse frame by frame to go taking steps back.
Doesn't give me anything to do that.
Are you on a computer?
Why is it not
Yeah,
on
I'm on the
balloons?
computer.
Yeah, so
Yeah, see, this is what Flatzoid did here. Reds is at the top. I'm sorry, the edited version is at the top. And he paused his video, or he paused the video down here until the capsule caught up, even though they were running at the same time. Right? If you look, see, we're at what, 351. If you look at what he did here, right? He played both side by side. He played both at the same time, right? Why did he cut the bottom one out? Why did he stop playing the bottom one? See, he synchronized them. He's playing them both at the same time, right? Why should the capsule need to catch up? Flatzoid in the bottom one. Wait, what did it say? Pause until the capsule catches up. And he talks about editing. Now, the one on the top is Reds. The one on the bottom is the one that he edited. So we're going to go frame by frame. Here it comes. See, as soon as it hit, it splashed. But with Reds, it took a little time to get there.
pause it and then
Why is
hit
it not on
the full
parachute?
stop button to go frame by frame, I think. Full stop. Like,
Full
don't.
stop.
Yeah.
Ah, there we go. Okay,
Yeah,
Mr.
like that.
There we go. Okay, cool. I learned something new, guys. Okay. Let's get to it. Remember, this from my original. All I'm doing this is, okay, let's go frame by frame. Remember, this is from my original, guys. Doot, 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 doot. Oh, is it?
Did you say from your original or Red's original?
Going into Mirage?
Yep.
Oh, it's in the
And
Mirage.
then it disappears.
Oh, wait,
That's over
wait.
the curve.
Oh,
That's
wait,
over the
is it
curve.
splashing? Splashing?
And then
Yeah, see when it goes into the Mirage, that's the horizon flatsoid. See, that Mirage is mirroring on the surface of the water. You have to have something for a mirror to set on for it to mirror.
splash happens.
So,
And that
before we go
appears
on,
above the
Luca,
curve.
before we go on though, was it not said to me, I don't have this in my video?
You just showed it in your video, so.
So
yeah,
it's there, correct? All the frames?
Yes, all the frames are in your video.
Then why is Red's rhetoric going and say, I don't have it in my video?
Because the original video that you did had the 11 frames taken out. You liar. See, he's got two different versions. One that he showed dishonestly, and then this one.
Well, it's just that your
So-
edited version didn't
This- no,
have
this-
all the frames.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
No. All of it. Every video I've ever shown for it has it.
Listen to this dishonest sack of shit lying. Listen to him.
Well, yeah, in this one, yeah.
This is from my original.
Oh, well, I guess you did show it then.
Yeah. So Red's rhetoric would be called a liar then.
Well, yeah.
No, it was already proved that you lied, Flatsoid. This is just damage control. Because you're desperate. See, it was already established that you lied.
Great. Anyway, Roger Lidwell, thank you very much for your $2 super chat. It's a refracted splash, lol. Exactly.
No, it's not. A refracted splash. What's a refracted splash? I mean, yeah, everything out there is refracted. So let's here we go. So this will be a little long, depending on how long this one takes.
So who is Mr. Irrelevant in this case?
Flatzoid FE.
Who the fuck is that?
I have no fucking clue. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do.
He's the biggest liar on social media, and I include Donald Trump in that list.
I've already closed out of all of the donkey porn. I have everything ready to go so we can look at this in very high definition. So let's go ahead and take a look at this shit show. So this is right here.
By the way, before we get going any further, this is going to be my new scooter when they deliver it. It's supposed to be here in 6 to 8 weeks. Way too long, in my opinion. But they probably are taking, collecting all the prescriptions that they need, all the referrals, and doing them all at once. And then San Francisco VA will order them from the company, and then they'll deliver them. But yeah, I don't think it should take 8 weeks though. But yeah, it's a $2,400 scooter, and 4-wheel, inflatable tires. They'll do all the maintenance. If it breaks, they'll come by and fix it, or replace a battery if it needs it. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It'll let me get around at up to 5.3 miles per hour maximum speed. I could probably make it go faster, but I probably won't. Does it say what doesn't say what the maximum range is? I heard 20 miles. on a charge. So yeah, it's got a front basket. It's got a nice comfy seat. The seat swivels around so you can get in and out of it easier. When I was there, some guy, let's see, electric 3-wheel motorcycle. Some guy drove in on, see if I can find it. Yeah. Some guy drove in on this. It was a yellow one. But yeah, it wasn't an Amigo. It was like this, but it had a bench seat. Basically, it was like a mobility scooter with 3-wheel, 1 wheel in the rear configuration. And it had a canopy. I mean, a cover, hard cover. And asked him how fast it went. He said 85 mile an hour. So, anyway.
Here, whoever the fuck this guy is, I'm going to go ahead and do the proper thing. I'm going to copy this link and I'm going to post it in the live chat so people can go there and see it for themselves. But it's a video that's 4 minutes and 26 seconds long. I'm not going to play any audio here, but I'm just going to play the video, and we're going to go ahead and explore this video together. And I guarantee you, it's going to be dumb. It is going to be really fucking dumb. So, yeah, let's...
So this is Reds going over Flatzoid's first original video.
Actually, fuck this. I'm gonna skip ahead. Okay, so that's my footage, obviously. Now, okay, first of all, now you guys know why I always put my logo in the bottom corner. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway.
I thought you put them there as a warning that your face might show up at one point or another.
Well, that too, but we don't talk about my face.
Oh, this is the one. Yeah, this is what the guy pulled in with a Arcimoto. I think that's 85 mile an hour, man. Of course, in the back of it, he didn't have a seat. He had a holder for his wheelchair. So he deserves it.
It's kind of traumatic.
Actually, I think we need to redo your logo in yellow and black so that it reminds us of those safety warning signs for radioactivity and biohazard, because I think that's quite adequate for you.
It might be. Anywho, so this is obviously my footage. I'll skip ahead, skip ahead, skip ahead. Come on, skip ahead. Yep, awesome stuff. Yep. Okay, so I think this is where he tries to make some sort of point. You know, he could have actually just fast forwarded to this part of my video and that would have been just fine, but nope. So, show the whole thing. Anyway.
But then he wouldn't get the watch time.
Pretty much. But let's go ahead and check it out. Look carefully now.
Bam.
Did you see it? So he like freeze frames it. Do you see it now?
Well, seeing as how all horizons are apparent, that's kind of redundant.
I know. Mm-hmm.
But what about the delay between losing sight and seeing the splash?
Damn it, Jared, you already debunked it. God damn it. Fucking hate you. See where the capsule hits. Oh, you see what he did there? Played it forward. You see it hits the apparent horizon and not behind a curve.
Oh, Red.
So then he says,
can we pull up the raw footage?
yes, we can. But then he says, thank you,
Yeah.
Reds and his flat Earth. Okay. And thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. God bless. Okay. This is the raw footage from that day. Raw, unedited footage. Now what we're going to do is we're going to explore this footage in a little more detail. Because what this guy did, that on the video that we just watched, was he didn't look at this footage frame by frame like what we're going to do here. So let's go ahead and fast forward to the part where we have an impact, which is right there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in on the portion that shows the impact. Let me move that down a bit, and let me move it over so that it's centered frame. There we go. Pretty good. That's pretty good, right, Jared?
Yep.
All right, good. Brainy, what say you? That flash looks pretty centered to you?
Hey, Glover Mom, good to have you here. Glad you can make it.
Fuck you, Brainy.
And RT96 West Side. Who else did I miss? I think that's it.
Okay, so anyway,
says there's 9 people here, but I only count 4 in chat. Wonder who the other ones are.
Let me go ahead and stop screen sharing, and let me just white box. Okay, so that should do. Okay, so it's just white box. That way people can see who's participating. So anyway, so this is a zoomed in portion of the raw footage. All I did was zoom in. So here you can actually see. Oh,
sorry. I'm back now.
Brainy. God damn it.
I hit hang up, not mute.
There's some serious background noise coming from your microphone, Brainy.
Yeah, seriously. Can you please not make my Hangout complete and absolute garbage? Because right now it's all your fault. Just saying. It is kind of all your fault. No? Nothing? Okay, fine. Whatever. All right, let's go ahead and...
I'm driving. Sorry, I had my...
Jesus, dude.
Myself muted so you didn't have to deal with that. Does it sound terrible or what?
Why are you driving when you're supposed
Yeah, no shit. Why are you driving?
to be stationary and in my Hangout?
I'm on my way home, so if you're hanging out for more than 50 minutes, I'll be there in that capacity. But for now, I'll just listen.
There's a debater on TikTok. Can't remember his name off the bat, but he does DOODE, dude. He debates Trump supporters, MAGA-tards, and if he even thinks you're driving, he cuts you off. He cuts you off. You are not allowed to participate in his debate if you're driving.
Okay, 15 or 50?
15, 15.
Perfect. Then I hope to hear better audio from you in 15 minutes. All right, so anyway, let's go ahead and get back to it. So anyway, going back to this shit show real quick, let me show you what this guy does, and it's awesome display of flat Earth dishonesty. So if you play this video through, he freeze frames it right here and then just plays it at normal speed. You don't actually see what the fuck happens. So that's where the raw footage comes in.
Yeah, he took the 11 frames out and then freeze framed it for 11 frames and then played it.
So what I'm going to do...
Yeah, he admitted it. He absolutely admitted it. And he has the temerity to call everyone else liars.
Is I'm going to back it up just a little bit. And we're going to play this frame by frame. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. So there's the mirage that he is referring to. All right? Now let's see what happens. As soon as the capsule disappears from view, is it going to splash instantaneously? Or is there a delay? So let's see. Oh, look. Don't see it. Oh, look, it disappeared from view. So there is a delay between it being lost from sight and a splash happening. There is still a delay.
Okay, so the raw footage didn't have the wording on it. So what was he anyway, never. Oh. So he isn't playing the raw footage. He said this is the original. This is his original that he doctored. But this isn't the raw footage there, Flatzoid. So you're lying now when you say that this is the original. It's his original edited version, but this is not the raw version. Because the raw version looks like that. No lettering, Flatzoid.
Yellow delay. And then you
there
see.
we go. So that's 3 frames or so of nothing happening. Basically, the capsule is still falling while not in our line of sight anymore.
Yes, it's still falling. Now, here's the thing.
Can we calculate the actual distance it travels during those 3 or 4 frames?
I would very much like to. So,
yeah, you could. Be beyond my skill level.
Gio, could you do me a favor? I'm going to give you some figures.
One guy that could do it. I can't remember his name. Oh, I can't remember. I can see his icon.
Years to work with. Okay.
Oh dear. Wait a second. Let me grab a calculator.
And while Gio grabs the calculator, I'll just play this one more time for everyone watching at home. This is where it's...
And you know that Archimoto is only $1,000 more than the scooter I'm getting. That 85-mile-an-hour scooter is only $1,000 more than the one I'm getting.
Disappears out of frame. 1, 2, 3. It takes 3 frames for us to see a splash. Now, why
okay,
is
ready.
that? That's... Oh, okay, you're back? Let's go ahead and do this. Okay. Gio, the heat shield portion of the Orion spacecraft is 5 meters wide. Okay? So 5
Let's
meters.
just assume it's spherical. Is that a reasonable assumption? Because it's rotating and everything.
It's let's just say that the...
So just to take a little break from this, my opinion is that at prices like this is from AliExpress, right? This is a 2022 Polaris Slingshot auto drive. Don't know what the let's see. Doesn't have a speed. But yeah, these are just like what I just showed you. There's no reason why a town my size should have any gas burning cars in it. Everybody should be driving these things. In small towns, you shouldn't be allowed in city limits with a car like this or without a car like this unless you're like delivering packages or doing something like that. I mean, problems are only solved when you want to solve the problems, right? Streets would be safer, air would be cleaner.
The 5 meter wide is going to be like that's its total diameter.
Okay.
Okay, that's its total diameter, 5 meters.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go ahead and simplify and say each frame that's traveling. I'm going to say a little bit more than 5 meters.
I'd say pretty much dead on 1 diameter.
Yeah, let's call it 5 for simple math. So
here's here's this one and here's this one. So you want to just call that 5 meters?
I think yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. And so in the 3 frames, it's going 15 meters.
Yeah, so
Jared, you just roboted out for me.
Yeah, Jared.
How many seconds per frame are we talking?
Are we talking 30 or?
And I can't remember his name. This guy. Every time I hear him talk, I see someone playing Dungeons and Dragons. that's That's that voice.
24, 60.
This is a 30 frame per second video.
30 frames per second. So that would be a tenth of a second. And 15 meters. So that would be 150 meters per second of speed.
All right. Now, so if we're going 3 frames at 15 meters and it disappears, that means that it disappeared and was still it still need to travel 15 whole meters before we saw a splash.
Yes.
Half
All
that.
right.
No, half that, because you figure to when we saw the splash.
Yeah, the splash has to come up. So it has to hit, and then the splash has to react to it and come up above the horizon. So wouldn't be half. I don't think the water's going to travel at that speed, but it would be probably 3/4.
Splash. Half of that is distance to the water. Half of that is the splash traveling back up.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah, you're right.
That is true. Good catch on that. So going by frame, actually, let me.
What the hell's going on?
Let me zoom in a little more.
Hey, Sean.
May I ask what the actual claim?
I'm kind of glad Sean Hufford is out of the picture because everybody got me mixed up with Sean Hufford when I first started out.
Made was?
Sure. Yes, I'll go ahead and play it for you one more time.
Yeah, AT. That's AT4 or whatever. Yeah, that's him.
So this is not my video, even though it looks like my video. But this is the 4th claim at the very end here. So I'll just play it here. So he plays my my footage, and here you see it falling. This is the entire thing in full. The audio is not important, but just pay attention to it.
Who's this doing this?
This is some douche canoe by the name of Flatzoid FE.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him either. But here you can see his video. So he says, "Do you see it?" He draws the line where the horizon is. Blah. But he says apparent horizon, and as Jared said, as all horizons are apparent, whatever. But what he shows after this is he points to the inferior mirage.
Yeah, he had only been at this for less than a year. So,
and then after he points to that, he shows something. But see if you can catch the dishonesty, because I found it almost immediately. Now you see the top of the inferior mirage. And what does he say after that? Let's see where the capsule hits.
Yeah, there he is. He took all those frames out. Watch that. Yep. He took all those frames out, man. I mean, it isn't even hitting the water. And it's splashing. So.
Did he skip frames?
No, he didn't.
Hey, Diver Dan.
May not have skipped frames, but he says you see it hits the apparent horizon and not behind a curve.
Oh, well, did we not already cover this when we were actually going over the footage?
Oh, right on. I'm with Joe, not the psycho. Hell yeah.
And I actually pointed out how many frames it took from
the first time when Trump was still on social media, when he was still on Twitter, and he was going through his first thing, when he had his first indictment, I posted a meme of the Dell guy. Remember those commercials? Dude, you're getting a Dell. I changed it to, dude, you're getting indicted.
From the time that it disappeared until the time the splash was visible.
Well, that's why we're taking it frame by frame. So to show it here, you can actually see here that, let me get the screen back on. All right. So this is a very zoomed in version from the original video. All right. So this is the original video, unedited. I just zoomed in a metric fuck ton. So here you can see there's the inferior mirage that the dude was pointing to.
Right.
but you still see it after the fact. I like the fact he didn't point that out, but
took those frames out.
Whatever. So it disappears from sight. So that's 1 frame,
Took
2 frame, 3 frame, boom. Now we see the splash.
Okay.
So
go back.
Right there.
Go back to where you can see the entire capsule. The last frame that you can see the entire capsule before it hits the mirage zone. One more. Okay. Now, put a box around that. If you can.
Box around it?
Yeah, put a box around that. On frame, if you can.
Great. That's actually going to require some work that I don't have right now.
Yeah, I don't know why Sean Hufford was screwing around with Walmart and shit. The dude could make a good living on radio. He really could.
But
well, trust me, it'll be worth it.
Well, Sean, we already determined that the speed is approximately 5 meters or 1 diameter of the capsule per frame, if that's what you're going for.
No, you stopped presenting, right?
I didn't.
Okay, now go backwards 1 frame. Now go forwards. Yeah, about 1 diameter.
Yep. And we already know that this is a the heat shield on the Orion spacecraft is approximately 5 meters wide. So now, because there's 3 frames, that would be like 15 meters. But as Jared pointed out, we would need to also take into account that it's 3 frames between the hit and us seeing the splash. So it actually should be about half of that.
Right.
Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, wait, I fucked that up. So that's it. So 1, 2, 3, and then we see the splash on the 4th frame. So let's go ahead and say it's 10 meters. You do not see the craft for 10 meters, and then you see the splash after 10 meters.
Oh, I heard a good joke. I'll rephrase it for Flatzoid. I kind of wish Flatzoid was one of the 9/11 hijackers. Because if he was, he wouldn't have hit them buildings. He would have completely missed.
If we're taking the size of the craft and the frames that we're not seeing it into account, that's what all of this means. Am I missing something here, or
Flatzoid would have been 544 kilometers off?
Or is that pretty much hitting the nail on the fucking head right there?
Well, I guess the only thing left to do, Reds, is to compare this to what we expect from the Earth curve calculator.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know how far away this craft is. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could figure that out with, angular size and knowing what zoom level I was at. But
they gave a lot of consideration to it and analyzed it and broke it down and proved that Flatzoid removed frames and lied. So I'm not a big Reg rhetoric fan. So let's hear him trying to weasel his way out.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the super chat. Okay, so again, what we just showed was Red's rhetoric lied about me for 5 years now, saying I never had this in.
No, he said you remove frames, which is what you did.
Now we go to where he cherry picks my video further and says I removed 11 frames. Okay, and I want you guys to count how many frames I've deleted. Okay, there we go.
He must have paused it. He did. Now remember, we saw what the original looked like, the raw footage, right? Yeah, yeah. See, that's not at all like the raw footage, Flatzoid. You took a lot out. See? Frame by frame. See, between here and here, there's frames missing, Flatzoid. Let's go back and watch the original.
Oh, he didn't. He may not.
No, this is Flatzoid's too.
Figure.
Yeah, they're mucking around with it. Yeah. So yeah, I just proved that you took frames out, Flatzoid. Just proved it. See, there should be frames in between here and there, Flatzoid. You lied.
If you go too far, oh.
So where did it hit?
A little bit back. A little bit back. Hold on. Frame back.
Hit a lot later than your video shows because you edited it dishonestly, Flatzoid. Wasn't it you that accused me of editing something dishonestly when I didn't? Now I just caught you editing something dishonestly and proved that you did.
By frame. Yeah. The space. Full stop.
I mean, does he think that stuff only stays around the internet for like a minute?
I'm doing it.
This is why he's the most dishonest piece of shit on social media. The most dishonest. There has never been an honest word out of his mouth.
Any second now. Let's see.
There you go.
Boom.
Wow. So it never reached that apparent horizon, did it? Before
No. Flatzoid cut frames out. Some.
the splash.
Flatzoid, you'll go in.
No, that's because
asking where he
Flatzoid
can send
edited
you a
it.
video.
No.
it's not edited.
Sorry,
Yeah.
who can send what a video?
Yugo's wanting to send you a video, like he's asking how he can send it. Yeah.
How am I going to do this now? Let's see if I can quickly.
Yeah, that was Anthony Riley's invention.
So let me get this straight, Luca. You're actually accusing Flatzoid of falsifying a video by cutting out frames. Is that your claim?
Yes, that's the truth. That's the truth. We just proved it. Reds proved it at the time. Flatzoid admitted to it.
I think he didn't expect it to have the kind of impact that it did. No pun intended.
What do you mean?
Luca's trying to be diplomatic about it.
Didn't have the kind of impact.
3:15? Well, shit, get to bed, man. Fuck, it's 3:15. It's time to get up. It's morning.
We clearly saw a splash before the object hit the apparent horizon. And you're saying that's because someone manipulated the video.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, he did. He admitted he did.
Yes.
Okay.
But
Who manipulated the video?
Flatzoid did by removing frames.
It's got Red Rhetoric's fucking logo on it.
Yeah, but the raw version doesn't have the words on it. See, that's what makes it different. That this is the edited version. If you look at the raw version, you'll see that he's dishonest.
No, that would be Flatzoid.
Okay. So you're accusing, so
yeah, he was just taking his claim was he was just removing the refraction. He was just removing the mirage.
You're accusing Flat.
And how do you remove a mirage in a video? You remove frames.
Of deceptive practices of video.
No, because I don't.
I am. I proved it. Just proved it.
Think what he did.
And what's the funny thing? And the funny thing is, when Flatzoid accused me of dishonesty with Photoshop, he refused to analyze the follow-up video to that where I proved that I didn't. See, that's another case of the dishonesty of Mouse. Oh shit. Speaking of Mouse, there we go. Sorry.
Was meant to be
Almost panicked there for a second.
deceptive. It's
Nobody
just came out
accidentally
as
did.
deceptive.
I'm going to just stop you right there. Nobody can accidentally delete frames.
No, he deliberately did, Dave. He deliberately did because he's a dishonest piece of crap.
Like that. Nobody's going to do that. All right. That's like, try that on your excuse. No,
Now someone could accidentally grab a handle on a Photoshop image, on a resize handle, and without hitting the shift key, and then let it go, Control Z it back to where it was, and then hit the shift and then move it. See, someone could accidentally do that, but then a lying mouse will accuse them of being dishonest.
I don't know what happened, honey. I just fell down and my dick fell right into that woman. I don't know how that happened. See if that runs by. Okay? No. It's not. It's flimsy. Stop.
But think about it.
Then how did the frames get removed, Dave? How did the frames get removed? If Flatzoid didn't do it, I know Red's Rhetoric didn't do it. I know he didn't remove frames from his own video and upload it to Flatzoid's channel. Put writing on it. I know he didn't do that. So who else would that leave, Dave? Look up, Dave.
This way. I showed in my video I had all the frames.
Yeah.
Then I go and show that where the parent horizon.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. This video does not have all the frames, Flatzoid.
Is. I show where the mirage starts. I show where the top of the mirage is, and then I show once the mirage is taken out, the impact point.
Oh, once the mirage is taken out, that's where you remove the video. That's where you remove the frames, Flatzoid. You can't take part of a video out. That's being dishonest. But you're a lying sack of shit, so you don't care.
But why?
That impact point.
So you're gaslighting right now, Flatzoid. You're gaslighting this guy.
Shows.
And gaslighting Dave, because I don't think Dave is familiar with the whole discussion.
That impact point shows on the apparent.
Hey, Citizen 9. If I haven't said hello to you, tell me and I'll say hello to you. I'll give you a shout out. I'm trying to say hello to everybody.
Horizon. What Red's
But why
Rhetoric
the
did.
impact point's different?
It's the same. I've taken the mirage away. Do you know what that means?
And it's funny. People kept getting me mixed up with Hufford, and I'm like, I don't think you got the wrong person. They're like, oh yeah, why? And I'm like, I don't have a rack. And they're like, oh.
Impacting a few
Okay,
seconds.
let me ask you this way.
Later.
Let me ask you this way. Did I move the horizon?
No, you took frames out.
No.
Did I take away the inferior mirage?
No, you took frames out.
Yeah.
Hey, William Foley.
Okay. And the impact.
Hey, RH. Yeah, I didn't think I got you before. Saw RT96.
Point was where once I removed the inferior mirage?
Below the heart?
No, no one said you removed anything, any part of the image, Flatzoid. You removed frames. That's the contention. Listen to him weaseling his way out of quintupling down.
No. Where was it below the horizon?
In the frames you got rid of. Where? Look under your editing floor.
Really? So see, it went below the horizon.
Where?
Look on the cutting room floor. They're there.
I took the inferior mirage out, and the impact point was on the horizon.
See, he still thinks he did good by taking the inferior mirage out. No, that's called removing frames, Flatzoid. What did you have to do in order to remove that inferior mirage? What were the actions that your little paws took to remove to take that away? What did you have to do in this app to do that? That's the contention. Not what you removed, what method you used to remove them. Was there a mirage removal button? I've owned Photoshop and After Effects, and there's no mirage removal button, Flatzoid. You don't remove mirages. You can remove frames, but not mirages.
I just showed
you. Like,
show the raw version.
Like if you go back to the first one, not
do you think the splash up would not be behind the inferior mirage?
No, it would be behind the horizon, which is what Red's Rhetoric's original shows.
Just like the capsule would not be behind the inferior mirage.
It impacted below the horizon, and then the splash came.
There was no below horizon, man.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, there was. You liar. Absolutely, there was. We just showed it. Just showed it there, mouse.
Have you ever taken a rock or something and thrown it into a swimming pool?
I'd just get below the horizon.
Because the Earth's curved, moron. The Earth is a sphere, you dipshit. Jesus, they still don't understand. They still don't have the understanding and knowledge of a fifth grader.
That would be.
And they're so proud of it.
But I'm just a dumb flirter. I wouldn't know anything.
Below Earth curve.
See, that's the whole Midwestern lower middle class or upper lower class attitude. Yeah, I'm dirt poor. I'm dumber than dog shit. I'm crazy, motherfucker. I'm a country boy. That's that whole attitude, that whole fake machismo bullshit attitude of that type of people. I grew up with that shit all my life. Escaped it from the Midwest. Came here.
The horizon is an effect of the Earth.
Define horizon.
God, these people. Define horizon. Are you ignorant? Do you have the mind of a goldfish? We've defined it, idiot. Can you not remember stuff from one day to the next? Are you that ignorant? I mean, it's got to be brain damage at this point. I mean, no normal person, and I'm not saying that brain damaged people aren't normal, talking about normal faculties. No normal person has to ask every single day, 10 times a day, the same question. No normal person has to do that. That's brain damage. That's like time loss and stuff. You need help, man.
The apparent line where the sky meets the ground.
So where's it mention Earth curve there?
The hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking? What are you talking about?
Well, on a flat Earth, there wouldn't be a horizon, would there?
No, there wouldn't. There would not be a horizon. It would be blurry, and it would never be in front of anything, ever.
Why?
Why? Why? Sounds like a 3-year-old. You can't do that. Why? Because mom said. Why? Because I'm your mother. Why? Because there's rules. Why? I mean, they're children. They're mental children. This is amazing. It really is. I mean, I really wish I was a psychology student.
But we see a horizon right in front of us. We can literally see it.
Yeah, and stuff goes over the horizon there, Flatzoid. Yes, because the Earth is a sphere. If it was flat, you wouldn't. See, that's what you're not getting. If it was flat, you'd never see anything blocked by the horizon. You'd never see the horizon in the foreground. You'd always see it in the background. Always.
Yeah.
I mean, tell us you don't understand geometry without saying the words.
Because the Earth is curved.
No. That's a horizontal line. That's not a curved line. And again, I'm going to tell you again.
Yeah, it is. It has a curve of 3,959 miles. That's its radius. It definitely is a curve. You just can't see it because you're too close to it.
Let's go.
I mean, that's 50 meters, or that's 5 meters there, right? That distance. The height of my pointer, of my pointer, is 3 meters. So you talk about 3, 6, 9, 12. See, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. 20 is right here. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. That's 100 meters. It's about 100. I'll be generous. 500 meters from here to here. Less than a kilometer. Less than half a kilometer. It's about a third of a kilometer. And you think you're going to see curvature of a 4,000 mile radius curve? In that much of it?
You see where this starts?
Wow.
This whole band here.
You have
That's
an
a
impact here.
That's a mirrored band. That's an
It's the water. This is the water. This is the horizon right here, man. Right here is the horizon. This is the place where the earth, where the water meets the sky. It's a mirror. You're so low to the water that you're seeing, just like on a road, where you see looks like a big mirror on the road. Is that road gone? No, that road supports the mirror. You have to have something there to support what you're seeing. Mirages don't happen in thin air. They happen over a solid object.
inferior mirage. The apparent horizon.
If we were to go another frame or whatever, you have it impacting right at this spot.
Right. Yeah. It took at least 6 frames for that to happen. So, but no, you didn't take any frames out. He just removed the horizon or whatever. He just removed the thing. He didn't take any frames out.
I'm having it impact where it impacts on the horizon. There we go.
Not when it impacts. See, that's not when it impacted. It impacted later.
Yeah, even the second. See, even the second one's on the horizon.
But in the video,
pay attention. Pay attention for the second splash. Look at this. Where's the second splash? On the horizon.
Really? You don't think it splashed down here and then came up? You don't think so? You dishonest sack of garbage.
But on the video you showed before, like on the first part.
No, it's the same video. I haven't showed a video before. It's the same video.
The
same video.
On the before you edited it.
Now I want you to see.
Yeah, show before you edited it. Let's see the one. Let's see the raw footage there, Flassoid.
They're into the mirage.
Look, see there. That one, that part.
That's the same video.
Yeah, but why is one disappearing behind the over the horizon?
Oh man, how do I make this clear? Nothing is nothing is going behind any curve.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. That's why you took the frames out, Flatsoid. That's why you took them out, because it was going behind the curve, and you knew it. You knew it. You said, "Oh, we can't have any of that. We got to lie about it," and then you lied about lying about it. And then you lied about lying about it. And you admitted to it. At the time, you admitted to removing the frames. Now you just call it, I just removed the refraction. That's how dishonest you are. That's how much of a maggot you are. A lying, dishonest, gaslighting maggot.
It's going into a mirage.
And he has the nerve, the temerity, the audacity to call anyone dishonest.
You do know that
disappears completely.
Flatzoid, you do know that the same problem.
Yeah, it disappears completely. There's a few frames where you can't see it, Flatzoid. And you just want him so to believe you, don't you? You want him to believe you, but he won't because you're a dishonest shit.
Problem Luke is having is the same problem Reds and all other Globers have. They don't understand what you did.
I don't know. Reds compared the raw footage to this sack of garbage and proved that Flatzoid took frames out.
Okay, Luca, let's put it this way.
And like I said, you can call it what you want. You can say you remove the mirage, you remove the refraction, you made it, you say whatever you want. But how did you do it? What was the process that you went through in doing that? Did you have to remove frames that contain that information? Yeah, that's the only way you could have done it.
Have you ever looked through a magnifying glass before?
Yeah.
And it
has absolutely nothing to do with this.
reflects the light, refracts it.
So
it changes the position. It changes the position of something behind it, refracted.
Yeah.
So let's say you at a certain angle. Let's say I've got, this is the magnifying glass, and I got something here. And you at a certain angle looking at it, you don't see it, but it's there.
What the fuck are you talking about, man? What in the hell are you talking about? I want to speed this up. Mice are supposed to have squeaky voices.
Because it's refracted at a different. So to you, it looks like it's there
or
there,
better.
but it's actually its real position is there.
That's better.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
That's how an inferior mirage works. It's mirroring the sky over the horizontal plane. This.
No, it's mirroring the sky on the water. So as soon as that thing disappears, that's behind the curve, Flatzoid. It's behind the curve.
Apparent horizon here is only the apparent horizon we see. You do know that the horizon could even be here. But it's not, because it appears.
No, it's here. The horizon's here. This is where the mirage layer starts. This is the water, Flatzoid. Just like the road, when you can see the shiny part, and then a little further you can see the road. Well, sometimes the shiny part, as you're watching it, creeps up and covers that part of the road that you can see. Did the road vanish? Is the road now back this way? The crest of the hill? No, it's still there. It just has a mirror on it. Same thing.
To be here, that's how it works. That's what the horizon is, apparent position. It's optically there. Now what happens is, as that capsule is falling through that whole band.
So I got a question for you, Mouse. Let's say that you have a video, right? You're up on a murder rap. You've killed somebody. Don't think you would ever kill anybody. I'm not accusing you of killing anybody. I'm not accusing you of being the type to kill anybody. You're too much of a coward to kill anybody. But let's say in some hypothetical situation, you were being accused of murder. And there was a video that you had that showed you not committing the murder. Like you holding a gun up and then a bullet and then another gun being fired and hitting the person. You never pulled the trigger. Let's say that it took 11 frames or 4 frames, 6 frames, however many they counted, for the video to show you bringing the gun down and then the bullet going off. Right? See, in this scenario, in your video, you raised the gun and then you dropped it. And then a gunshot rang out and the person fell over dead. What would you think about the prosecutor removing the frames between here and the gunshot going off, making it look like you never pulled the gun down and they died? How would you feel about that? How would you feel about that level of dishonesty, Flatzoid?
Of the Mirage, it vanishes into the horizon, it hits into the water, and it splashes back up. It doesn't go behind the Earth curve. It literally just goes.
Yeah, it does. It does. The original, the raw footage does, Flatzoid. Most certainly does. And you know it does. You know it does. But you're lying anyway.
Into the Mirage. This video Red's put up proves without a doubt there is no Earth curve. It's
no, it didn't. No, it didn't.
Optical. That's the whole point of my.
The Earth is. If the horizon wasn't optical, the Earth wouldn't be there. Because the horizon is part of the Earth, and if you can't see the Earth, which makes it optical, the Earth wouldn't exist. See how ridiculous that sounds?
My video.
I think I can see what you're saying.
Mm. So we're going to move on to where now, after what you just watched, could you show me where 11 frames were taken out, though?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Show us how 11 frames were taken out, please. Are you going to share screen?
I'll do that. Hold on.
Because before you do that, this is a video analysis done frame by frame. This is how Reds and them were supposed to do it.
See, that's not a video analysis. You don't put a negative filter on your video and call it an analysis. This is not analysis. This is messing with curves. You're not using any kind of a photo, what do you call it? Forensics tool. Sorry, pal.
But being the deceptive globies that they are, they won't do an actual analysis. They had
Really? They didn't do actual analysis? Really? Huh. They didn't do actual analysis. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, they did.
Word one frame.
Yeah, they did. See. Yes, they did. They did, Flatzoid, in this live stream that you are fully aware of. So, you're a lying sack of garbage.
The other people like Sean Hufford and so.
And we were proving that you're a lying sack of garbage right now.
On there, and all they did was did what they do best. Let's make shit up. Do you know they couldn't even decide how much frames were taken out? They said.
Right, because the frame rate's different. When you upload something to YouTube, you have a different frame rate. YouTube runs on 25 frames or 30 frames a second, and he might have filmed at a different frame rate. So, yeah.
27, 14, 17, 8, 7, and then eventually ended up on 11. Yeah, what's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up, Hugo?
Okay, so is there a place I can send you a video? I have a perfect example of another video unedited that shows dolphin jumping in that mirror area. It looks like they're jumping in the air, and I would like to send it to you if I could.
You got a private chat. I did. Yeah, I also did moderate you, so you could put it in YouTube. But yeah, put it in the private chat, and then we can stick it up. Awesome. Yeah, that's gonna make the point perfect because you guys do know till this day it's been like 4.5 years, and Reds is still pushing this that I lied that I.
You did. He proved it. You admitted that you removed frames. So no, Reds is not a liar. You're the liar. You lie. Everything you say is a lie, Flatzoid. A proven, demonstrable lie. So, I've been on for an hour and 40 minutes, and I'm done. So, we're not going to watch the rest of this. I mean, if you're curious about it, you can go back and it's about 5 years ago, and you can watch the whole drama on Red's channel. AT4, he might have it on there. I don't know. But yeah, it was a whole thing. Flatzoid admitted to removing frames, but he only did it to remove the refraction, to remove the mirage. That's why he did it. But he didn't remove frames. He just removed the mirage that occurred in those 11 frames. So he's just a lying sack of shit and a hypocritical asshole. And pretty much still owes me a fucking apology. So, but he'll deny that he got caught. He'll deny he ever said he removed frames. He just denies and lies about everything. He's a thoroughly disgusting fuck. And yeah, karma has a shitload in store for him. Karma don't miss. It may take a while, but karma will exact her revenge. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. I'm gonna go play Gray Zone Warfare. Be seeing you.